What's up, family? So it's Melanie coming to you from Outer Banks, North Carolina. Well, I have to keep reminding myself, what's up, Mandala Tribe? You folks have been attracted to this channel because of mandala awesomeness and that life is all about layers, just like mandalas are all about layers. And we gotta unfold and unpack and unpiece all those little layers. Even in the wind, even in the rain, even in the wet. We gotta keep unpacking, right? And I gotta walk fast because the mosquitoes like to get me. Oh, they're big. Anywho. So, as I'm running from the mosquitoes, I was thinking, it's like, man, Mel, you spent a whole lot of time running from things in your life. It's like, yeah, Mel, you're totally right. It's like, it's not cool how you ran from everything. I'm like, yeah, you're totally right. I'm talking to myself. We should do that more often because we'd be able to gain reflection. There's some sprinklers, not that you can see them, but that's a football field over there. Sneaky place. We're gonna jump a fence while we're doing this, right? Crazy times. So I've been running from love, running from life, running from jobs, running from family, running from my husband, the husband. And we're over. Running from my kids. Running from nature. I did that for a long time. Oh my God, there's a bug! Ah! Yeah, that's what we do when we run from nature. Now I embrace it. Accept it for what it is, except when they bite. I don't like when nature bites. Anywho. Let's see if we got some lights up in here. Ooh, we do. All right, welcome to the excursion. So, I've been running from, this is interesting, this is like the polarity of it all, like the darkness, the winter time, and the light. So, I've been running in this life from pretty much everything that I've come across. I changed my job as a nurse 14 times, 14 different hospitals. Why? Oh my God, that's so many times. If I changed, I didn't become attached to anybody. I didn't become attached to a routine. I was able to evade management. I don't like being on people's radar. And I was able to be free and not attached to any of the drama and all the crap that was in the hospitals and most workspaces. But yeah, I was running from everything. And as I was running from the mosquitoes, I realized I was running towards my family for the first time ever. Where there was a long time, we're honest here, we're naked here together in our openness of our souls. There was a time when I ran from my family because it was too much fun. It was too much love. It was too much joy. It was too much kindness. It was too much of the things that I didn't have as a kid. And it would bubble up inside of me and then regurgitate itself all over because it was I don't know, it just felt like someone sticking their finger in a wound. And there was jealousy that I worked through. There was resentment that I worked through towards my kids because of the life that I was giving them and the life that I was providing for them, which I still do, obviously. But there's serious mother wounds that I have been healing on this journey. And so, as I'm running from Run Hill, that's what the place is called. Oh, what are the chances? As I'm running from Run Hill back home, I was I'm running towards my family. And I recognize now, getting frustrated or recognizing now being too stimulated, overstimulated, too much contact, too many people around all the time. I'm a very introverted person that is out being an extrovert, whether I want to be or not. I made these choices. I made this decision to be a parent, to be a wife, to do all of the things. And so I have to live up to that commitment. And I've got to change all my vernacular. I get to live up to that commitment and that opportunity, because not everybody gets that opportunity, but there are huge challenges in it. And I awakened to the mass hysteria and the mass psychosis and the media programming and the CIA stuff. Like I woke up to all of that after 2000, or after, yeah, it was 2017, mid 2017. That's when I finally, like, it was the Cancer Sagittarius, I think, Cancer Sagittarius full moon cycle, that it was like mind blown of what we as a civilization have been put through and all of it behind it. And had I been awakened before making the decision of having children, I would have chosen not to have children. But that decision came after having kiddos and realizing, like, that I gave up all of my independence, all of my existence had been given up to these little awesome beings. And then I started seeing how I'd been raising them, and I started seeing all of the really awful things that I'd done, not recognizing, not realizing, like, that I was doing them. At the time, it seemed normal. There's like a lot of, I mean, spanking, all that kind of stuff. I would never spank a child now, ever. All of these things were being reflected back to me. And so I went through that trauma, then linked it back to my own personal trauma of having all of the physical abuse as a kid. But that's what my parents grew up with. I don't judge. I don't judge them for it at all. I love my parents to death. I recognize the similarities. And so it was a lot being a parent, waking up to that, having gone through all of the trauma and the abuse. Not to my parents' fault or anybody's fault. It's not anybody's fault except the continuance of the way we're programming people, which obviously isn't working. It's a broken society. It's a broken system. I sat out there today and I was like, what if public education was a place where kids chose to go when they wanted to? Freedom to choose, freedom to go, freedom to not be there when you don't want to be there. Whenever you want to go play outside, you get to go play outside. Here are your healthy food options. You pick whatever you want. It's free. We should be giving away free food in these schools to everybody, and it should be healthy. No more cookies, ice cream, junk food, soda, Snapple. None of that crap. And what if it was a place where these kids could say, I really want to study how to build things. And then they just flow off on that. Someone comes in, I really want to study everything there is to know about music history, the cello, Mozart, Beethoven. I want to know all these people and why they existed. Someone else comes in and they're like, I want to know why Vincent van Gogh cut his ear off. Whatever it is, they get to learn it. They get to make the choice. Why doesn't this exist? If they don't want to be there, they shouldn't be forced to be there. What if our world was raised in that way instead of what has been going on for about a century now, and really bad reasons, and Rockefeller's involved in it, and all of the oil tycoons back then? They were all involved in it, and it was all on purpose to make us dumb, chubby, and unhealthy, and sick, and stupid. And then we just listen and do what we're told without asking questions. So yeah, that's like a divergent point, but we're going to keep going with this video. I have faith in it. I have faith that we'll come back around to the point that I was making. We cannot run from our problems. We cannot run from the things we're scared to look at. We can't run from the things that we think are hurting us. We have to, like, face it. We have to, like, face it head on. We've got to confront our fears. And so that's what I've done as being a parent. Even though I've had slip-ups, even though I've had mistakes, even though I've gone backwards before moving forwards again, even though I've had relapses of judgment or behavior or drug addiction. I had a relapse in June of 2019. It doesn't matter. Like, I've kept moving forward. And so as long as you are taking the steps in the right direction to the best of your ability, that's what truly matters. You're, like, forgive yourself for the mistakes you've made. Forgive yourself for the things that you can't change, because the only way to move forward is by doing so and letting go of all that shit that doesn't serve you anymore. It's never served you, but we just didn't know that it didn't serve us. And now that we know that it doesn't serve us, we can let it go and share your story, share your journey, but allow it to happen naturally. And start sharing what you're excited about. Start sharing what's lighting you up inside, and start thinking about and talking about the things that make you excited and bring you joy. And you will shift the world around you. Man, this is an informative video tonight. I wasn't even expecting to make a video. Oh, spirit. I don't like to be on the spot, I guess. And so, anywho, don't run from things. Confront them head on. Find your joy. Find your gratitude. It will change everything for you. I promise. I promise. It will shift everything. And I guess that's it. Sometimes you take 2 steps forward, and sometimes you move forward again 2 steps, 3 steps, 10 steps. Maybe it's only 1 step. Maybe it's only half a centimeter, but focus on the good. All right, I'm out of here. I'm all done. So much peace, so much love, so much namaste, y'all. I'm going home to eat some dinner and go to bed. Farmer's market is in the morning. And I hope you all have a great day. Adios, my friends.